By the end of this video, we'll be controlling infantry units in this Red Alert 1 inspired clone in Godot. But, as usual, I had no idea what I was getting into. Drawing soldiers is hard, so yeah. First, we need some terrain, so we will use Godot TileMapLayer node for that. We don't need anything fancy, just regular square tile sets, and our tiles will be 24 by 24 pixels. And this is our tile map for now. Brown tiles will be our terrain, and grey tiles the walls. Let's draw a basic map and drop our first little soldier. Awesome! We now have the most boring game ever. Okay, next we need to handle movement. Godot has this built-in feature called AStarGrid2D. It's basically an algorithm that finds the cheapest route from A to B and hands you back a list of cells to walk through. That list is your path. Then, each unit just pops cells off the front of that list one at a time, looping visually between them so it looks smooth. Okay, so it seems we can climb walls. We need to tell Godot that some tiles are solid. For that, we'll use a custom data layer on the tile set. You add a boolean property called something like isSolid, paint it on your wall tiles in the editor, and then, when you build the A-star grid, you just look through every tile and disable the ones that are solid. That's it. The cell is now a wall. A-star will route around it like no problem. Nailed it. The problem is, our units wants to explore areas outside the screen, so we need to add some code to pan the camera when the mouse is near the edge. And make sure we stop the camera if it reaches the end of the map. Much better, we are ready to add more units. This is not great. My soldiers have no concept of personal space. They happily climb on top of each other. To fix this, we need to check if the tile a unit is trying to reach is occupied by a fellow comrade. This looks better already, but as you can see, once they stop walking, they just forget where they were supposed to go. Let's make them a bit smarter. We'll implement a basic state machine so that the soldier can be idle, walking, waiting, or blocked. It looks kinda cool, doesn't it? I could literally spend hours just watching this. Unfortunately, there is still an issue. The path each soldier is calculating is always the same, because AStarGrid is not aware of which tiles are busy and which ones aren't. A good way to handle this is to add weights to our tiles based on unit occupancy. We can essentially increase the cost of moving through occupied cells, which will force Godot to route units around their comrades instead of stacking them. We just need to make one small tweak though. Right now, it seems like our units are social distancing. We don't want that. If we allow 5 soldiers per tile, we get a much more interesting result. Look at that! Now A-star naturally steers units away from packed tiles and they start flowing around each other organically. Let's see how many units we can handle. Alright, that is good enough. But let's be honest, it looks like crap.
Reporting. At once. Yes, sir.
Can you believe it? This is absolute perfection.
As you wish. Agreed. As you wish.
We literally own the place. Send help.